Welcome back, Shop Rats. Today, we're on the 68 Dart GTS, and we're going to take you for a bit of a roar and do a little walk around on the car and talk about a few things. And, well, there's just going to be some stuff. So don't go away. Let's watch the show intro, and we'll see you in 29 seconds. I'm Mike, and this is My Car Shop.
Working out of a 100-year-old refurbished barn, bringing 35 years of experience to projects considered beyond repair. Vision, creativity, and problem solving are essential tools in this place. Watch as we transform junk into polished metal miracles. This is My Car's Shop.
Unfortunately, it's pretty windy out today, so to be able to actually try to talk about anything about the car and be out there would just be... So I just thought I'd sit in the car, and you can see my duct tape around the roll bar in the back seat, and, you know, my crappy headliner and other things that people like to point out to me. But this is not a show car. The headliner was, a buddy of mine had it. Let's see if I can flip you up there. It's not very good. A buddy of mine had it forever, folded up in a box, and I did the right thing and put it out in the sun and tried to get it to stretch out, and it just didn't work very well. So I put it in the car anyway because I didn't have one, and I figured a bad headliner is better than none. As far as the rear seat goes, I built this car with my children in mind. Unfortunately, they were teenagers by the time I got it done, but I was, in my mind it was, little kids being in the back seat and, all that stuff. And I hadn't seen many Pro Street cars built with back seats in them. And some people take and put the bars back through the rear deck and the package tray and stuff like that. But I never did that. I just put it in pretty straightforward and cut the seat with the intention of getting it upholstered, but life happened and money dried up and a lot of other things, and I just never got back to it. And quite frankly, for what the car is at this point, I don't care, because I basically take it out, thrash on it. It's only been in a couple car shows. I think I won a plaque or a trophy with it one time, maybe. But it's not a show winner at all. You saw under the hood. It's a 369 something to 1 motor. Mopar Performance Cam, 292 508 on 108 lobe centers, I believe. It's a Mopar. It's the biggest hydraulic Mopar cam. You can look it up. 2 600 Holley vacuum secondaries, 200 shot of nitrous pro fogger on it, which I haven't touched off in quite a while, so I'm guessing all the little seals in there are probably screwed up. But nitrous has gotten really expensive since I built this, so I just haven't bothered. I wanted to get a big tank and fill my own and, stuff, and someday I might do that. But right now I'm just having fun with it, and I take it out a couple times a year, and, the dash is starting to crack up in the car and stuff like that. But anyway, the rest of it, it's got a built 904. I built the motor, I built the transmission. It's got a manual valve body in it, cheetah valve body. It's a street car, so the converter is less than the cam should have, obviously, because I didn't want to be driving it down the road, cutting the oil and cooking the transmission. That's a common mistake a lot of guys make. on street cars is they put their stall speed above their cruising RPM. I set it, I think this is 2200. I haven't checked it in a while. I might have to do that, but I don't have a lot of fuel in this car right now. So 2200, something like that. It's got a 457 gear, 311850 Mickey Thompson's 15 by 15 Weld Dragstar wheels, front disc brakes off of a Duster. Trying to think what else is in this thing. It's a 457 gear, if I said that. On a spool, and it's got leaf springs. I built it as a street car, so I put leaf springs on it with the intention of, I had a design for a set of bars to put on the leaves and a center link to go onto the rear end. Allergies, sorry. And never got it done, and then Caltrax bars started becoming popular, and I thought about going that way, and I just never did anything with it. So the car spins like crazy, which is just fine. I don't mind. It does have a trans brake in it. Not a trans brake, a line lock. It does not have a trans brake. So yeah, that's pretty much it on the car. It's got a General Motors cross-flow radiator, electric fan out of something. I don't even remember what it was out of anymore. Just some junk car that I had. Stuff like that. Also down here, B&M Pro ratchet shifter. The interior is absolutely trashed in this right now. It's filthy. Mustang 2 seats, I believe, is what they're out of. So yeah, that's about it. It's got some chintzy aftermarket steering wheel on it, but it's registered with the GTS registry, and I'll try to remember to put the number down here somewhere, what the registry number is. It is a GTS. 100% it was a 340 automatic UU1 blue with a white transverse GTS stripe. It didn't have the bumblebee stripe. This color is a 1973 AMC Sea Spray green, and I put the black bumblebee stripe on the back. It's painted on. I did not paint this car. I did all the body work. I built it. I narrowed it. I tubbed it. I put the cage in it. All the work has been done by me except for spraying the color. It's got the very first AAR Products hood that they ever made for the GTS. This is it. So I had them do the right thing and go ahead and cut a hole in it before they shipped it to me for the tunnel ram. The front fenders are trash. They are Unlimited Products fenders. That's the only regret, if I have any, and I don't really have a regret about it, but that's the only thing I did on this car that I wished I would have spent more money on, was to buy good quality fenders, because these things are pretty bad. They're drag race pieces, and it's not a show car, but you know the car's pretty decent. I believe the car was from South Carolina, if I remember right. Don't quote me on that. Somewhere down south anyway. It ended up in an apple orchard in mid-Michigan here somewhere. A buddy of mine bought it. I actually had a 71 340 Demon that I was going to tub in Pro Street, which would have been really cool. It was a 340 Demon, 340. I want to say it was a 344 speed, but I'm not sure. I don't remember exactly. But I was going to tub that car, and he had a narrowed rear end sitting in his garage, and I went over to talk about buying the narrowed rear end. And lo and behold, I didn't buy just the rear end, but I bought this car and ended up tubbing this one, and I got rid of the Demon, which I kind of kick myself for now. So, all right, let's fire this thing up and just take it for a little putt up and down the road. And Becky has agreed to come out and maybe do some video footage and see if we can get a decent burnout. But it's pretty windy today, so I don't know if we're going to get a good smoke cloud or not. But it's what I got for you today, so let's go. Gentlemen, start your engines. little bit. It usually doesn't do that. It's cold still though. Gorgeous car. Well, the old girl's running pretty good, except I think she's getting a little bit low on fuel because she's popping and farting. Normally doesn't do that. And I know it's getting low, and gas for that right now is about $18 a gallon. So, yeah. But it was good to get it out again. Thanks, Duddy, for inspiring me. We texted back and forth a little bit this morning, and he asked me if I was doing anything on the GTS. And, well, you know, I just had to. So, because all the cool kids were asking for it. So, you know, you got to do what you got to do. So what else would you like to know about the GTS? Just let me know. One of these days, we're going to get the nitrous tank filled and go out and throw a bunch of rods out the side of the block or do something fun. But in the meantime, let us know. We're over on the Face Thing. Instant Grandma loves us and gives us cookies. We're on that too, /My Car Shop. We're here on the You Thing. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel, well, good grief. Why not? There's so much to enjoy here, and you've watched this much. So go ahead and smash that subscribe, hit that bell so you receive those notifications, because we put out episodes every Sunday, Tuesday, and Friday at 7 o'clock in the morning. All right, that'll do it. Oh, I almost forgot. Shame on me. Rock!